Hi, I'm An Chan, and I'm the owner of Emma Games. And I'm gonna make a YouTube video of my how to use the Unreal Engine interfaces. And this is what I'm using so far to make me focus more. It's Learning Unreal Engine Android Game Development by the Natish Mizero. This is where this is where I'm at. Chapter three. Uh, well, I'm gonna teach you chapter two instead. Yeah. Uh, you can focus better by learning with your textbook usually, and usually the Android you're supposed to use APK file to open up your Android application. And this is one of the basic thing. To open the Epic Games company, which made the Unreal Engine, um, it's usually supposed to use the Answer Hub to ask questions in Unreal Engine. Just to introduce you a bit Unreal Engine, and you can use forms to ask more specific questions or more harder questions on how to use Unreal Engine or coding with C++ or anything with the blueprint, kind of similar to C++. The marketplace is to buy your own assets for your own practicing how to make games, video games, with your own game assets. It's called content. Um, and the vault, I'm pretty sure is the one that I save in the drive to at least store something that he sells, making sales after my project, after we finish making a project, use it as a vault to make more sales public. It's a good saving on a drive, so it's more safety when you back up your own file. So we'll launch this version 4.20.3. This is the version, same version, latest version, November 2018. So when I launched it, you're supposed to create a folder. No, not create a folder. I was supposed to create a project. Um, yeah, I was supposed to create a project. This content is loading. Um, you also need to download the Microsoft Visual Studio IDE just to use Unreal Engine C++ project instead of Blueprint project. Um, yeah, to use C++ project, you have to um download the download the um download the Microsoft Studio Visual Studio IDE instead of Blueprint. You don't need to download anything for Blueprint. So far I use mobile. This is Android. Use scalable 3D or 2D because you don't want to have high quality. It might burn your own phone graphic cards or any CPU inside your Android. And put no star content or with star content maybe have some assets on your screen, which is not that good start because you want empty folder and create this top. This top is down here. And when you create my project, it should create your own folder automatically, like the folder down here, like this folder. And Yeah, and this garden cap is to show the available tutorials. It's for beginners and maybe advanced levels, maybe I guess. Mobile here, mobile tutorials. Uh, and source control is for connection the internet with working with multiple players. I mean, multiple creators, game creators, to make your own video games within a teammate, within a company, and or inside other people's massive project. And source control at your toolbar. Yeah, this is the marketplace that I was talking about. This is the it's the marketplace content. This is the content that you already made, and this is the marketplace content that you brought from down here, marketplace. Yeah. And here's my project, and this is marketplace that you brought, and it should import to down here, and you can get some content. But so far, I don't know content because I didn't make any game assets, game object. I mean, or yeah, it's more game object instead of asset. Like, though most of the marketplace are the uh, game object assets, not always sound and music and stuff. Yeah, actually can be anything, but yeah, it can be anything, including music and sound effects. Yeah, props, and then marketplace. Okay, to move around your own camera, you can hold middle mouse scroll and move around like this, while W to go forward, S to go backwards, A to go left, and D to go right. And you can do both at the same time ish. Two buttons at the same time with left and forward or something like that. And go backward diagonally and go like this. And at the same time, it's not middle mouse. You can click, you can hold um left mouse and right mouse at the same time and drag instead of middle mouse. And same thing as WASD. As kind of arrow keyboards, WASD keyboard, like just moving around with directions and arrows. You don't have to select this object to move around this tutorial. Sorry. And to viewport perspective view, this is this perspective, and this is orographic view. You can go top, bottom, left, right, front, back. Like to view anything orographic, you can go back to perspective view. Uh, this can be orographic view can be good for your own blueprint, which I'll maybe in my Blender tutorial how to set up your own Blender modeling. Actually, actually don't have to set up for modeling. You shouldn't set up for modeling for Unreal Engine. It's supposed to. You should look at like top view to like some game map or something instead. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. And uh, yeah, mode it can be lit means lighting, unlit means solid mode. Wireframe as like the faces and like the triangles and like the triangles and squares faces. Triangles faces, like those triangle faces, that tend to be more high quality render, but loads more longer. But the quads is more like loads faster, but lesser quality renders by a bit because you have lesser you have more vertex in each faces. The mo- the more vertex in the lesser vertex and more faces, it will have more rendering time, but more high quality renders. So I'm just gonna go back here. Let's yeah, details and lightning. Yeah, so far this lightning is there's only lightning part and diffuse colors only, but lit is just the lighting part and plus the shader part kind of things. And you can viewport translate down here, viewport rotate, viewport scale. So translate is like this. Let's select this object. So you can select this plane floor, I mean, translate around and Control Z to go step backwards to undo it and rotate any way as you want and scale. You can scale in the middle to check out everything at once. And you scale in one directions, the floor. And this is the camera speed. So default is 4 camera speed. You go maxed out and you move the lot is moving a lot faster, like crazy. If you maxed out fast and go slow, it'd be like you can't move it almost. It's good for zooming in too much that you can't you cannot move a lot. When you have an object, it's too big, but it's a good idea to make it faster so you can move with the camera at least. When your object's too big and you zoom in too much for that, if you're trying to edit something small details, then you just move faster so you can edit small details inside a big object faster when you zoom in camera too much. And camera speed. And this is to maximum and minimize the um like this is the left view, front view, and top view. And to go backward to maximize and restore the viewpoint, you go here, down here only, to go back to your own perspective view. And you can also, reminder, you can change back to lit or something, and wireframe ish, yeah. And yeah, cinematic, yeah, like this. I think diffuse, yeah, you can control all three at once. And to go back, use this to to see um back to perspective view only. Instead of all graphic fields and one perspective view to make sure you know what you're doing. This this is the x-axis, y-axis, and this is the z-axis to see all once to so it helps you better at making your own games. And this is to add object like place object. This is to paint colors and weight. Weight is such as kind of like rigging and kind of moving the models a bit. It's more like moving the skins, and this is painting the textures. This is painting textures. Like you have to import textures or something. Like down here, import textures to paint textures on land or anything. This is painting colors only instead of textures, like this one solid color, this texture. This is a moisture of a color or something. It's weight or something else like strength and stuff. And this is painting your creating on land by painting it inside. And this is painting on terrain like landscape, plants, grass, trees, and stuff like those. Like called furniture. Uh, to place object, you can just drag it in and move this back to zero zero axis to move it back in center, and then move up by bits only. And that's one of it how it works. And then the at the outliner you can organize your own all your own game assets by creating a folder. Like go to utility, editor, the world editor, and create folder. Oh, lightning needs to be built. Oops. Let's name it a folder. I think it's supposed to. Oh, okay. Uh, so it's a cube. This cube, you can object. You can just move it in here. As a folder to organize what you can have. You can uh, you can create another object like down here and put this on 130 the same thing as down here and put as like somewhere like down here. Yeah, and for that cube, other cube second, this one is cube one. Um, you can parent it by the hierarchy. Um, by putting it down here. The folder is selecting nothing. So this is not parented yet, but when you put this down here, it's will parented. Means you move this separate. You can move this separately, while this object can move it together. So it means it's parented, like kind of yeah. And unparented like this, so it's unparented as well. Uh, and to select all object down here, you can folder select all descendants, means select all object inside a folder. That's like how organize your own games. Like if your world map game is too big, then you can just make more folders and rename your folders according to what you're supposed to name to organize it. Your game or game objects and content browser and you should go to this one, the source panel. Um, go to this source panel inside game assets inside your project folder. Um, Creation is content playing with around your game assets inside one of your. Oh, I get it. This is content down here. That you can go content. If You select this one and add component. New C++ component. You should mostly use active components. But if you want to add something extra, create class extra in the blueprint mode. This is the blueprint project, to be honest. But I can select the C plus. You can, you can, I'm gonna try to tell you the truth that you can create a C plus plus project, like default folder or the like new project. You can create the blueprint, means like the diagram of coding, or C plus plus, the real actual coding by the compiler or something, instead of like a diagram of codes. Well, that's just the example that I didn't show it yet. Now this is the only creating the C++ project. Yeah. Uh, it takes loading time. And oh, I can go back. I don't know what's taking so long. You have down Visual Studio for it, and it automatically creates. And you have to use. Oh, not responding yet. Oh, that's why. Oh, no, it's responding. So I'll create a new content that connects to this object only. And this is the tablets that to see C++ code that I just classes that I just created. Content is the mostly the game object folder. Yeah, and this is how it's supposed to have only one of this. It's not like like C++ codes everywhere down in each of the folders. This one is one that compiles every code in this game project, and each individual object is supposed to be like looks like. Uh, yeah, and this is the filter. When you search something else with content, you're supposed to use filter usually, like the basic things, or you're supposed to use the filter to search up stuff usually, so I can search up better, like the cube. I guess I'm pretty sure it's in here. Maybe. Oh, actually, it's not in here. That's the most basic mods. I didn't import anything yet. Yeah, I didn't really import anything like something special assets yet. Those are default asset that you, in chapter 3 you see how to use this afterwards, like the prefabs that are actually coding with the real object assets. But this is the content without the prefab, so it's not the actual. This is not actual real prefabs for really actually accessing to the game inside the game that playable assets. Uh, and this is the code. What it looks like. I'm just gonna exit this for now. Oh wait, I have to show you one thing first. That actually never mind. Close. Yeah, and then after he's searching the filters. And down here, like to filter like what we want to search, like texture, C++, particle systems. Then you can go to details. Wait, details. Oh, oh here. Select this object. Go to details. Down. Wait, what's details? Uh, oh, never mind. You can add scripting whistle before. This is details. Sorry. It's the same thing that I said told before. And you add proximity pro property matrix that you can add physics like gravity physics that always go down till meets the floor. Collision means like if it hits the boundary, then it will the code with triggers and lightning. Lightning means like such as like glow or something effect. And what it looks like with um the blueprint, it looks like this or somehow. I think it's hard to show it to you. Um, how to show blueprint? Um, yeah, let me think. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll show you in chapter 3 if I'm reaching there. So I'm just learning while I have really motivated to learn how to make this game while I'm trying to publish my game. I'm pretty sure I'll learn it in time because I'm pretty good at coding too. And this is the play button, but it plays nothing yet because I didn't do anything with it. This is the play and launch. Build. Build is to build the final project, as I told you, the APK file. And compile to test errors. This is play is a play test only. Does your character moves around only, something like those. Yeah, I think I'm finished now. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna I'm gonna give you this PDF file just to send it to you if you guys want to learn with me. And I think I'm done now. Thank you. See ya.